Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's May 23rd. Lisa, Dillon, Scott here on this Facebook Live. I want to remind you can watch us anytime later on your Facebook feed. Of course, live just after 8 every weekday morning. We also make it into a podcast. Just go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute. You can also find us on our Inform YouTube channel.
She almost had that memorized, and then she peeked at the last second. I was like, you're getting good at this. Like, look at this. Just look right at the camera, and then you peek at the last second.
I don't know how many times have I said it, 1 billion times. But...
Oh, man. You still got to just check to make sure you said it.
Yes, you got to make sure you said it all. There's a lot of things you got to say.
Was there something, Scott prints this every day. Maybe he snuck something new in there, and I just need to be prepared at all times.
Little things to see if she reads it or not.
Sometimes he puts crazy things in there. You never know what I'm going to read.
All right, let's talk about the weather. Going to be another warm day out there.
Yeah, yesterday we had 91 in Fargo. South wind, I think, played a big factor in that because our sensor in Fargo is at the airport, which is north of town. And of course, the concrete jungle heats up a little bit warmer than other spots. And so a south wind will blow a little bit of that warmer air right to the sensor. Otherwise, a lot of spots upper 80s. So a warm day, but I don't think it was too bad. The breeze kind of kept it a little bit on the cooler side. I know me and you went golfing yesterday.
Yeah, not super humid.
No, not super humid. It was, warm, but it wasn't
warm.
hot. I guess I wouldn't say it was hot yet, in my opinion. I don't know.
It didn't feel hot. I mean,
exactly.
91 counts as hot, but it was tolerable. I think the humidity, you're right.
Yes, the humidity was nice and the breeze was nice. So, of course, later on this summer when it's low 80s and we have dew points in the 60s, then we'll be out there panting for our breath. But yesterday wasn't too bad. Yeah. So today, a similar day. Temperatures in the upper 80s, close to 90 degrees. A couple spots might hit 90. We had thunder showers this morning. We're expecting more of those later on today, especially around the evening hours. Like a cold front. Still be hazy skies because of that darn smoke that we just can't get rid of. But this cold front that's moving through tonight should actually help with the smoke. It will be improving throughout the day tomorrow. So hopefully you'll see a little bit of sunshine with temperatures in the mid-70s around. So much cooler if you like those temperatures back in the 70s. Also windy though. It'll be a little breezy out of the southeast. So something to watch. Otherwise, with the rest of the week, low to mid 80s. We're not watching as many thunder showers throughout Memorial Day weekend as we were yesterday. That system just looks like it's going to be a little bit farther away from us than we were expecting, so that's good for any Memorial weekend plans. And then there is still a chance on Monday, but that's a week out. So, of course, still a little sketchy. But watch those thunderstorms later on today. This morning it was nice kind of hearing those rumbles off and on.
It was coming down pretty good. For a while it sounded like in here, but it's a tinge.
It wasn't too bad.
Did you get rained down at the pool?
A little bit. A little bit rained on. It wasn't
Dillon
too bad.
was at the Veterans Memorial Pool in West Fargo. Opens on Friday. Seeing you in front of it just made me want to go to the pool.
Yeah, there were ducks in the pool.
There
are multiple ducks.
Okay.
There were ducks. There were a couple birds getting a drink. There were rabbits around.
Were any of your geese friends there?
No, we don't like geese. We don't talk about the geese. I don't like geese. Just that's all. Golfing and geese, they go together, unfortunately. I don't like geese. Let's just leave it at that.
Inside jokes.
Okay.
Sorry, Dylan.
I mean, geese are mean. Everybody who knows has been attacked by a goose, geese are mean. I'm sorry this Facebook Live has turned into completely about geese are mean, but they are. As a young child, I had a traumatic event where a goose attacked me, okay? And ever since then, I just hate geese.
It's funny when we go golfing because Dylan will walk like...
I'll walk and I'll watch it. I do not turn my head to this goose. I carry my club, just ready for it to attack me.
All right.
Anyways, I don't like geese. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's fine.
I understand.
They also make a mess. They poop
That's
everywhere.
true. They do. The urban geese,
Yeah, they're bad. Geese are bad.
Geese are bad. Okay.
Well, now someone's going to be like, they love geese.
Sorry about the tangent. Ducks are fine. Geese are not.
Ducks are fine. Geese are not. Okay. On that note, let's jump into some of our news headlines for you this morning. New overnight, a Grand Forks firefighter was hurt as they were putting out a fire at a detached garage. The call came in around 1:30. Started in a two-stall garage in Grand Forks. It was in the 300 block of Cottonwood Street. That's about a block or so east of the Senior Center. Crews were able to put the fire out pretty quickly. There was some damage to the garage, but it was mostly contained to the contents inside the garage. The cause and an estimate on the damage is still under investigation.
And right now, fire crews from several area departments are working to put out a grass fire in Clay County. It's burning right now near Ulen, Minnesota. We know that fire was called in shortly after 2 o'clock this morning. It's in the area of 240th North Street, which is a little west of the town. It's near a wildlife management and waterfowl production area. Firefighters have been on that scene for several hours. We checked dispatch logs. It shows crews were still there working this morning. We're going to keep tracking that story for you. Of course, if anything changes or we get updates, we'll bring those to you when we learn them.
Right now, a man wanted for attempted murder is on the run. Grand Forks police are still searching for him right now, although we do have an update. A shelter in place that was in place in Grand Forks has been lifted. They're looking for a 25-year-old Omar Martinez. Local and federal law enforcement, including a SWAT team, they all surrounded an apartment in Grand Forks that they say Martinez had been staying in. However, when they went in, they found he was not there. That's when that neighborhood was, putting the shelter in place, kind of the lockdown of that neighborhood while they were doing that. It all stems from this. Martinez is accused of shooting at a car driven by 36-year-old Ray Sosa on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks on Sunday morning. We're learning a lot more from court documents. That's where we found out that a bullet was actually lodged in the driver's seat from that shooting. Sosa's child was also in the car when that shooting happened. The child's mother was in the car with Martinez, but police say she was pleading with him not to shoot. It's believed that Martinez had actually gone after Sosa 2 times before that shooting happened. So, of course, if you have any information on where Martinez is, please call Grand Forks Police as soon as possible.
Lots of details on that story,
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Scary.
All right, today the Grand Forks School Board and Grand Forks Teachers Association will meet for their 8th round of teacher negotiations with the hope that a tentative contract will finally be reached. The school board and teachers are expected to go over a reworded contract. In previous meetings, an agreement had been made, but those teacher contracts. But in the last session last week, the Teachers Association withdrew its support from the agreement due to conflicting wording between what was discussed and what was written in the proposal. Teachers are seeking a 9% raise in the first year of the contract and 3% salary increases in the second year. Plus, they want bonuses for teachers with more than 26 years of experience.
The Grand Forks School District is also looking at changing the social studies curriculum for the first time since 2009. This new curriculum was discussed at a school board meeting this week. It would align with the North Dakota Department of Public Instruction standards. The material would include instruction on geography, agriculture, but also Native American tribal history. This would also give teachers more flexibility to tailor their lessons to their preferences while complying with the state standards as well. If approved, it would be implemented over 7 years, and the cost, it would cost the school board around $1.2 million. It will be voted on in June.
Voters in West Fargo will have to answer a big question at the polls this fall. The school board has approved a $133.4 million bond referendum for building expansions and upgrades. The district says the money is needed to keep up with explosive growth in the state's second largest district. The final project would include everything from renovations to additions and expansions of Heritage Middle School, Horace High School, and South Elementary, as well as land and a new elementary school in Horace. It also includes partnering with the West Fargo Hockey Association for a 3rd sheet of ice at Veterans Memorial Arena. Voters will head to the polls on September 26th. A supermajority of 60% of voters is needed to pass it. You can read Wendy Ryer's story on inform.com for a full breakdown of the specific projects and potential costs. A lot going on with this referendum.
And I'm excited for Hot Mic today with Dom Izzo from 9 to 11. Today, Amy Olsen's going to be joining the show. Of course, we've talked about this. She's 6 months pregnant, and she has qualified for the U.S. Open. She's going to be talking about how she's feeling heading into Pebble Beach. So that's going to be fun to hear from her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, Horace girls basketball just wrapped its first varsity season and may have its first D1 player.
Exciting.
And of course, much more. Hot Mic with Dom Izzo from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra, also on inform.com.
And don't forget, for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass to inform.com. Just visit inform.com/subscribe to get that deal.
All right, have a great day, everyone. Remember, our next newscast is coming up here at 11 o'clock this morning, and then this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we'll be back tomorrow morning from 5 to 7 on First News.
Have a good day. Bye.